Let's go next to let's go to Rich from Illinois. Rich, welcome.
Hi, David.
Hello.
So I was the top mod of the Donald on Reddit for years until just before it was banned. And with Elon buying Twitter, do you think that there will be a general shift in policy for the tech places towards allowing things like medical misinformation, such as ivermectin, and what Vice's motherboard did yesterday with tweeting out the misoprostol for abortion pills?
What I didn't see the Vice. What's the Vice thing? Tell me about that.
Yeah, so they tweeted out from their motherboard account that misoprostol, which is a horse medicine to treat ulcers for horses, can be used for abortion pills.
Oh, I see that now. Yeah. Okay, so let's go step by step. First, I actually discussed this with Coleman Hughes in an already recorded but not yet released podcast episode with him. I actually don't think that Elon Musk taking over Twitter, if it happens, remember it's still not been approved, and I think it may not be, but we'll wait and see. I don't think it's going to do anything mind blowing on Twitter per se. I think maybe some people will be unbanned, maybe not. I don't know that he is widely going to be involved in content moderation. So I'm kind of I'm not making any big judgments about what's going to change on Twitter. Let's first wait and see if the buyout actually happens, and then we'll kind of think about that part. In terms of, I mean, listen, I don't know much about this misoprostol thing, but I also don't know whether this is an approved off-label use or not. I don't know anything about it, but let me just say right now, all of this stuff should be subject to the same scrutiny, whether it's being promoted by left or right. I think it all should be subjected to the exact same terms of service.
Okay, that's good.
Now, let me
Thanks.
ask you. So you were a top moderator on The Donald, which
I
was
was.
widely considered one of the most toxic enclaves of the internet until it was banned. Are you a Trump guy?
I am.
Wow. And so and now, what do you think about, like? Do you believe ivermectin works to treat COVID?
I don't know because I'm not a doctor, so I
Okay.
will not make
How
any
would you
claims
determine?
otherwise.
Do you think Advil works for headaches?
I do.
And why do you
For
think
some
that? Not
people,
being a doctor.
see, it does for some people. It doesn't for others. Ibuprofen works for others better than Advil does, or other things. So it just
Ibuprofen and
depends on
Advil are the same thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Aspirin. That's what I meant.
Okay, but so
I think.
why do you, not being a doctor, why do you feel so strongly about your knowledge of
Oh,
ibuprofen and not
no,
ivermectin?
no, no. Yeah, that wasn't the kind of gist of what I was trying to get at. The fact that people were getting banned for mentioning off-label use of ivermectin, which is approved drug for humans,
But it's
but
not
they're not
approved for
getting banned.
COVID. You agree that with that, right?
Well, I don't know, but like I said, I'm not a doctor, so I don't pretend to
But wait
know
a second, hold
anything.
on a second. See, the problem is, whenever I ask you a direct question, you say, I don't know because I'm not a doctor. But you just asserted you do know that ivermectin is, quote, approved for humans. But how do you know that without being a
I don't know.
doctor?
Well, I know that ivermectin is approved for humans because that is actually documented. It's
So
not
maybe
approved for
instead of
humans
saying,
for
I don't know,
COVID.
I'm not a doctor, you would just
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. So
But
if I were to assert to you that the way we figure out if a medication works for a condition is to do a randomized controlled trial, would you agree that
course,
that's a good way to figure out whether a medication works?
I do believe in science, so I would agree 100% with that, David.
Beautiful. And if I told you that there were two randomized controlled trials which looked at ivermectin for COVID and neither showed that it did anything, would that be compelling if you were to see those studies? I know you haven't seen them, but given that you've accepted the randomized controlled trial, if randomized controlled trials said it doesn't work for COVID, would that satisfy you?
Oh, of course.
It would. Okay, good. All right. Well,
Yeah.
those studies exist. Check out my clips on them. Okay.
Okay.
All
Yep.
right. You still like
But
Trump or?
well, I was going to say this misoprostol thing is being out there, and they are being banned for it, even though it's not approved for use on humans.
They are not being banned, you're
So
saying?
no,
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
okay.
they did
Yeah,
not
listen,
get it
this is the
removed.
first I heard about it. So I'm not trying to cop out. Like it
Oh no, no,
these
okay.
claims should all be managed in the same way, but in terms of service. We have to have the same rules, no matter whether it's hydroxy or misoprostol or whatever. I just don't know anything about misoprostol right now, so I can't say.
Okay.
Fair?
Yep.
All right. Thanks so much for the call. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for taking it.
No problem. All right. See, guys, look at that. What a conversation. We were able to do it. One of our longtime sponsors is Vincero Collective. If you don't know Vincero yet, it's the place to go for quality watches, sunglasses, and more. Serious style, undeniable quality, and total versatility put Vincero really at the top of the game, and their newest watch release is no exception. It's the Argo Automatic. It spotlights everything I love about Vincero. I got the Argo Automatic in frost white. This is a dive watch, which is, of course, a staple in the watch world, but I really think Vincero found a way to make this one stand out. I love the gradient blue accent of the hour markers against the solid white face. I really love all of their watches, and I own a bunch, but the Argo is probably my favorite so far. Vincero sunglasses and jewelry and other accessories are awesome too. An excellent way to elevate any outfit. Vincero Collective is giving my audience 15% off all products and free shipping. Go to vincerocollective.com/Pacman and use the code Pacman. The link is down below.